Hey, what's going on, Advantage members? Just wanted to do a quick market update. Today is Monday, September 11th. So as we can kind of see, BTC, especially from a multi-day, multi-week perspective, we really have not done a whole lot. This is not to say that the market, this is not to say that the market looks like it wants to break down further. But the fact that it's still sitting at this bottom end of this parallel channel doesn't really look good, right? Ideally, in sort of accumulation zones, right, in accumulation charts, you will have somewhat of this kind of structure, but sometimes you do get faked out where the market is so close sitting to the bottom and you think that this is a good buy, but the reality is it's the market saying goodbye, and we start nuking lower to the next big levels. Now, it can be a good buy in this particular area if we were given, at least on a multi-day or a multi-week perspective, that this area is holding and we are starting to move up and away. So that means that you need two things for confirmation. Number one, this level right here needs to hold. That level is currently at 24,700 approximately. Probably differs from exchange to exchange, so look it up on your exchange, but that's where it is here on Coinbase. If that level holds, in my opinion, right, I think chances are that BTC can still hold here and then traverse higher, maybe October, November, December. Okay, that's how I would see it. Now, we've talked about on the channel chat right here about Bitcoin's historical monthly return comparisons, right? And you can kind of see generally August is not really a great month, but September is even a worse month. So we're already in September, right? And September looks like it's not shaping well already. This is kind of how the September monthly candle looks. Now, August already took in the brunt of selling, is what it seems like, negative 11% downside. September is a little bit more calmer, okay? If we look back again on the historical context, whenever August is, anywhere close to 10%, so let's just say last year, we had a 13% drop. BTC in September put in a 3%, another low. When August was close to a 10% drop, September in 2018 put in a almost 5.5%, 6% low, right? 7.5% here in 2016, and the anomaly was 2.6% pop, right? But generally, you can kind of see across the board, September is not that great of a month. So let's just say, maybe September is at best where it is right now. At worst, it takes out this low. But if it takes out this low, the risk is that we have effectively broken clear visible structure. And clear visible structure breaking means that the next big level on a monthly basis is at minimum 23 right here, and more than likely somewhere a little bit further down. I don't know how much further down, but that would be the level you want to be looking out for. Okay. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to sort of, go in on this topic too much. I will say that in this particular area, like I said, once again, this is the low you want to watch. If that low even gets wicked into even by $1, I personally think it's dangerous. And I then think the downside opening is towards 23K and maybe even 20K. You can kind of look at these ascending trend lines. First one being right here, that's right below us. First tap here at the high in November, December, retest the support in March. Maybe we come back and tag that. Where is that right now? 24,250. The lowest one that we have right now is from the late November, December tap, and we've not come back to tap that, and that's all the way around 22,000. Okay, so look out for those levels just in case we do break down. Right now, There are other things that are going on in crypto regarding maybe, the the FTX dissolution of assets that they hold. Number one, being Solana. They have like, SRM and Bitcoin and ETH and whatever, but you can see Solana over the past few days was kind of getting hammered, right? The major SR level, which is of $18 or so, finally cracking. You guys remember when I had averaged down into maybe 15 and 16 and some change, I sold right into this 27 high, and then I sold around 29 and 30 bucks. Okay. And if you want to go review that, it's sitting here in the spot channel, right? I had tried once more to get long, but it wasn't working out. I just, took that 1% loss. But the biggest gains that we had was, let me see here. It was the soul spot. Where is it? Yeah, so right there, right? So we had averaged in almost approximately like, $20 or so. Maybe 19 and some change was our average. We started closing these trades out right into that resistance level because everybody was getting, bullish up here as this was happening. The reality is we had not closed above this level to comfortably sit above that level and claim that we can go higher. There were too many headwinds in crypto, too many headwinds in equity markets. And of course, the trusty indicator of people in crypto getting bullish for no reason was one of my main reasons to sell. Okay, so whenever people are really bullish at high prices, when the market's ripping, probably a pretty decent time to sell or trim or maybe completely get out. Okay, so that was a pretty solid profit that we took on. After that, I tried again, tried to give, Solana a chance. It didn't really work out. Tried here, as you could see, it was pinging back and forth, didn't really work out, but I did get to close some trades, on the levels that I'd been wanting to buy into. Like this one was a quick scalp, buy at 25, sell close to 26 and a half, 27, right? Those are simple trades to me. Other than that, XRP I tried, Link I tried, Link I tried again, Wild I tried. I don't know if I took that 6% loss. Solana, like I said, I tried. Stops, I tightened, took that loss. Now this is, look, August 11th, September 11th. That's a month of no trading alts for me. Why? Because the market is dead. It is as dead as it can be. There isn't crap going on anywhere. Okay. You might as well take a break too, because I think this is going to last probably through the rest of September. Everything. I don't even know what the narrative is right now for the markets to go up, right? Other than maybe seasonality, cyclicality, maybe when equities at some point maybe turn around. Like if you look at the S&P 500, this looks decent, but it also looks like it may break down further. If it breaks down further, guess what? I'm looking for S&P 500 to break all the way to maybe 4,100, maybe down to 4,000. Ideally, 4,180 is like the spot you want to land and then do some kind of turnaround like this into November and December. But it ain't looking good, right? It also looks like the whole market and equities landscape is gassed. And it looks gassed for a few reasons. Okay, so let's start looking at the macro picture. Number one, we have the dollar ripping from these lows right here in July. Let me show you something else that I told you in July. Okay, so let's look at the dollar and let's look at what I tweeted in July. Okay, so where was it? So this is what I was talking about, right? I was talking about this in July 13th. I said, why does it feel like the DXY drop is not impacting markets upward? Because again, what I meant was, if the dollar is dropping here in June, July, why aren't equities ripping higher? Why isn't crypto ripping higher? Okay, I think it's because there's some sort of rotation, trap, some other stuff going on that we don't know about. And guess what? In June and July, BTC started to actually roll over. even when the dollar had been breaking down. That gave us a signal that the pivot point is that everybody was getting this wrong. People were getting the breakdown incorrectly. In fact, the breakdown meant we're going to have a breakup. The breakup here meant we are going to have a breakdown. Okay, so the fact that people are not looking at it is the very reason why I wanted to point it out. Right? And guess what? Since then, we pretty much had a pretty significant dollar breakdown. Okay, so all in all, I think that as long as the dollar stays close to 105, I think it could stretch all the way to 106, 107. Same thing with if we look at 10-year yields here. Okay, if the yields look so strong, remember, the correlation is very simple. Let me remind you guys one more time. Okay, so let's bring up three important things that you need to be watching. All right, number one, treasuries. Number two, US oil. Okay, look at oil. Look at where oil is. Actually, let's put it in this way. All right. Let's go daily. Look where oil is. Oil wants to screen higher. And then finally, let's look at what was I trying to put up? Oh, I think SPX. There we go. Just as a comparison. Okay. So generally, right, when you start seeing the dollar start to scream up, okay. Oh, yeah. You know what? Maybe I do need one more screen. I'll just pull up the dollar here. So when we start to see the dollar scream up like this, we start to see oil scream up like this, and we start to see yields scream up like this, especially the yields. The markets are telling you that equities and BTC are likely on their way down. If these assets, 10-year yields, oil, and dollar have peaked, which I don't think they have, I think oil is probably going to reach somewhere close to 98, 100. I think 10-year yields can easily go to 4.6, 4.7. And I think the dollar can get to 106, 107. If that's the case, that probably brings the floor of BTC at minimum 24, at maximum 20. Okay, that brings the floor for equities at minimum 43.20, maximum somewhere down here, maybe like 4,100, 4,000 flat. That's a bit of a stretch, but I do think it's possible. All right, so that's how I want to look at the market. Now, again, focusing internally on crypto, right? Just pure crypto. One of the biggest non-BTC altcoin cryptos is ETH, right? ETH is not looking good, right? I mean, there's no argument to be made here. ETH looks shit. Solana, again, one of the biggest altcoins, biggest, second, third biggest, whatever you want to call it, ecosystem behind Bitcoin ETH, looks crap. Really, there's not a whole lot going on in crypto right now. There may be your friend techs of the world and all kinds of random crap going on. But the reality is, even the projects that I generally like to pay attention to because of new narratives like Rollbit, which is gamble finance, Send Protocol, which is account abstraction, right? And then we have Unibot, which is related to, bot trading on Telegram or different protocols or different social medias, right? All these are also not trading good, but they're at least doing okay, I guess. I can't really say they're doing great, but they're doing okay. And that just goes to show that the market right now is trying to figure itself out. Are we going to have another big, breakdown? If so, how big? Is crypto going to get hammered? If so, how much? And that is where we sit now. All right. Now, looking out 6 months, 1 year ahead, we obviously have the halving coming up for BTC. We have Bitcoin spot ETF, all kinds of really cool stuff happening in 6 or more like 6 to 9 months to a year, right? But it ain't happening in the next 1 or 2 months. All right. So even though the market looks crap, it doesn't look great, I would say keep your eye on the prize of what is ahead for us in the distant future, not the near future. All right, so that's pretty much all I have in terms of market updates. You know, take it easy in September. Don't overtrade. Don't try to do silly stuff. It may be a little rough for a while, so keep calm, keep chugging along. All right, I'll keep you all updated as much as I can. All right, take care, everybody. Cheers.